What is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I think it's crazy that 2022 is just about to end and we're already going to 2023. It has been another year of heartaches and accomplishments and everything in between. So let's get started. One of the first biggest accomplishments was pretty much the start of me modding my Golf R. The Golf R, cool car. The first thing we did was our valve delete to make it a little bit louder. No. One of the biggest complaints I have about this car is that it's quiet. But what we got here are just two pipes. We got our AWE badging here, and this says it goes on the right hand side, and this one says it goes on the left hand side. Half the reason I bought the Golf R was to try it out in the snow because I have snowy weather in Pennsylvania. Well, not Pennsylvania anymore, but we'll get there. But you know, we had to test it out in the snow. We got our first snow and the plows haven't even come yet. One of the main reasons I got this Golf R and got rid of the BRZ was because last winter we had so much snow and I got stuck so many times. So now I can finally test the Golf R and see how it is in the snow, and I'm so excited for it. All right, let's see this. You're not a cup, are you? It's like a dream. Now you know we gotta go take the car to the empty parking lot and see if we do some drift skis without getting pulled over. Because last time I went snow drifting, the cops got called on me and it was a mess. She drifts like a dream. And that's all I know. I think one of the biggest factors that made my Golf R cooler than everybody else's is when I completely slammed it and I just dumped it because my car was so freaking low, and you know we just had to do it. Today is gonna be the day to find out if we regret buying a German car or not. I got some BC coilovers, the extreme lows, so we can get low. I'm thinking we might just go for what this is already set at, which looks like 4 inches smaller. But this should be a whole 2-inch drop because this does, you know, compress everything. So it should be a 2-inch drop. I think it's maxed out right now in high, but I'm gonna take a look at it. But it's a 1.5 finger gap of my size fingers, so take that how you want that. I'm not gonna show you guys the fitment until it's all done. So this is gonna be my reaction to it. This car's so high up right now, I'm kind of nervous. Holy shit. You know, we had to start working on the Civic some more, and then we did our first little fab project. Because when you got a car that's close and you don't feel like buying parts, you make your own parts. So we made the radiator bracket, and I don't know, I still think it's a really cool thing that I did myself. And one of those things is my rad support. It's kind of just floating here, and I'm going to make a bracket to actually connect it, even though this is like jammed up. But we need to make some sort of bracket. So what I bought to make the bracket was this stuff. It's 16 gauge zinc bar. This ain't easy though. For future reference, I should definitely buy a cutoff wheel to do stuff like this. Just gotta bolt her in and then that's pretty much it. Then of course, there's me trying to diagnose the issue of my Civic of why it's idling weird and not running right. So we just started fixing absolutely everything on there that I could even think of. Remember kids, safety first. Put up the walls if you're gonna be starting a car inside of something. What the frick? That's a sound I've never heard before. Everyone on the internet is saying that my problem with my weird idle is because of this. An IACV valve, IACV. But the IACV is now changed, so I guess we just gotta start the car and see what happens. Another day off means another day we can do sketchy stuff to the Civic. And I had a really hard depinning it, so I just cut the wires. We're having less bouncing idle than we ever have, but with more codes and saying more things are wrong with the car, which doesn't really make sense to me. Something that was mind-blowing to me, and is still one of the coolest things that I experienced with this car, is when we actually took the car out of the driveway and out of the neighborhood overall for the first time. Now the clip is horrible because of the wind and stuff, but I was so excited and you can see my genuine happiness on there. And I think that clip is something that lives in my head rent-free. Guys, today's gonna be a good day and we're gonna finally do it. Guys, the Civic, it drove. I got into third gear with it. I don't know how fast I was going because my speedometer doesn't work right now because I don't have a speed sensor. But guys, the Civic drove and I am so excited. It didn't drive well, but it did start driving better once it started getting warmer. But we gotta take the car home. The only way to get home is by driving it home. Fourth gear! We added one of the cooler things that was like aesthetically pleasing and functional at the same time. We put the hood spacers on the Civic. If you've noticed, the Civic hood doesn't close because the B20 sits way too high in the engine bay. So today, I probably should bring the parts up to show you guys the parts. Today we got these. They are billet aluminum hood spacers. So essentially, I've seen a lot of, you know, Hot Boy Honda people run these. They like the look and it's supposed to cool the engine more. But in my case, these are gonna be functional to actually close the engine. Because if you look at the Civic right now, that shit ain't closed. So these JDM Speed from Amazon, they're like 15 bucks and hopefully this does the trick. I didn't expect that whole bracket to bend like that. I thought those were stronger than they were. You know, we had to get more Hot Boy with the Golf R because the valve delete just wasn't loud enough for me. So we did an entire custom muffler delete to make it spicy. You know, happiness is a very relative term, but I'm pretty sure happiness is louder than this car. And for the first start, you know, we gotta put the windows down. And I wish I had my big camera for this, but let's give it a start. I don't know if you can hear it on camera. Very bassy, but we'll do some better clips. Something's telling me these guys definitely parked their cars wrong. I hope they know. And then disasters struck when the Golf R decided it didn't want to be a car anymore and it blew up, which wasn't fun. It was a stupid spark plug and that was the only thing that I was trying to change out and the whole engine just went. So I've read a lot about why you shouldn't use a standard spark plug in a Golf R and you should only use racing plugs. And I didn't think I would ever actually have the issue. And I don't know what this means now, and I need to Google it. The diode, I don't know if it wants to focus, it's snapped off, which means there's a piece of metal running through my car now, and I don't know if that's okay. So I've been digging around inside the cylinder now for like 20-ish minutes, and I did pull out a decent amount of metal shavings and stuff. So that could be like cylinder wall or like piston, and I'm hoping it's just the diode broken up. And I'm like nervous now because I'm not finding anything else that looks like a tip of a spark plug. So in the hardest possible way to show, this is my piston head inside of the cylinder right now, and you can see it's definitely a bit rough now. And I'll show you guys another piston, and you can see that this piston looks completely smooth. So then we did what any normal sane person would do, and we engine swapped the Golf R in all of its glory. And we did it in 1 month. Here's my advice to anyone who wants to get a Golf R or work on a Golf R or anything: don't. I guess Germans have small hands because I have to like squeeze in there to get the downpipe the rest of the way off. It's tough. The battle for the subframe is over. We got it out. Oh boy. Drive shaft and axles is all we got left, and it should be out. And we got some help today. Right now he's undoing the axles, and I'm just filming him. 5 minutes on each side to get the axles out, so they're all popped out. Last thing we have to do is the drive shaft.
Could have been 2 if you had the right
So I'm gonna put that little clip of us dropping the Civic motor in right now. Hopefully we don't do that again, because we got changed this time, and this actually has hoist points instead of what the hell we were doing last time. So wish us luck. This man right here went under the car and got a mouthful of coolant from doing the heater core hose. Learn from mistakes. Keep your mouth closed when you're getting heater core hoses out. So I'm gonna put a screenshot of a kid like eating something sour, because when he came out from under the car, that's exactly what he looked like. He just had this most like. As you can see, the motor is out, and we didn't drop it like last time, so we did pretty good that time. Remember how ambitious I was, and I said that hopefully this video would take 1 part, and now we're on part 3. Turns out I'm just not smart, and I got my hair cut. So right now I'm doing what any rational person would do, and I am stuffing it with bread and smacking it out. Hopefully this works. As I'm sitting here smacking bread into my engine, makes me wonder what my neighbors think about me. There goes that damn TTR garage guy again, smacking bread into his engine in my good Christian neighborhood. Something I did with the Civic that I'm going to do with this engine swap too. Moment of truth, chains going down. She is under her own weight, and that is exciting. So we're gonna try again this morning early, because everything should be charged now, and hopefully she starts. She sounds a little bit choppy for some reason, and I'm not really sure why, but she starts, and that's like the main thing. We took the new daily, the Honda, and we moved to Florida in a wild course of events. Decided to move to Florida, decided that the Civic was gonna not just be my project anymore, and it was going to be my daily, which still blows my mind that I daily this car every single day, because this car was supposed to be the project, Mr. Old's not reliable, and now it turned out to be Mr. Old reliable, and we are where we are right now in Florida. So a series of unfortunate events have happened, and I'm moving to Florida again. And if you notice, this car is not the Golf R, because, well, something happened. The Golf R isn't going to be coming down with me just yet. Hopefully it comes down eventually, but we got the new daily here, and some of you guys might already know what this car is, some of you may not. So I'm going to try to record an edit at some point and put it right here. But guys, we're going to Florida in the daily. Let's ascend it. And you know we couldn't be in Florida with the Civic being all brown and ugly, so we painted the front end of it. I still think it looks pretty clean in my opinion, but let me know what you guys think about it. Now, I think one of the reasons my Civic right here is so ugly is because there's 3 different colors going on, and it just doesn't match anything. This is definitely one of those trust the process moments because it looks like complete right now. But I promise you, it might look better than this. And then the last Civic mod that we did, which is by far the most race car mod that this car has, not counting the engine swap, is the panel that we put in. Wired it to make it a start button, have switches and all to do other things that they're still not doing anything yet, but eventually they will. And that thing is so race car and so cool. I ordered this. It's a whole switch panel and start button, and I don't care what anyone says, this is the coolest thing. I already know there's gonna be comments about saying, well, I'm ruining the interior of this car. Good thing it's my car, not yours. I can do whatever I want to my interior and destroy it if I want. Like, that thing is so freaking cool though. Safety first on this one because we're using a Dremel. So flip this up, everything should light up, and then the starter should go. So in theory, the way I have to do this is just put my key on accessory mode, flip my switch, holding the start button, and she starts right up, boys. Flip that down, and we freaking nailed it. 2022 has definitely been a very interesting year. We got a lot done, did a lot of cool stuff, but I am beyond excited for 2023. We have so much cool stuff planned, especially for this car. I can't even talk about this car. I have so many plans for it. We're trying to get another car. I'm trying to get the Golf R back. There's a lot of stuff we're trying to do in 2023. We're gonna get everything we need. 2023 is gonna be a big year for us. I know it is. I can smell it. Again, this is one of those videos that I make every single year. You guys might not like it, you might like it. But for me, it's a chance to look back, reflect on all the things I did. 2022 had a lot of ups and downs and a lot of things that I didn't expect to happen and things I kind of wanted to happen that didn't. So I didn't get to upload as much as I wanted to, and that was one of the biggest drawbacks. Uploading is a big thing, and 2023, I want to be on that consistent, at least 1 video a week. I'm trying to do 5 shorts a week or 6 shorts a week, and we've been doing pretty good at the end here, but we're going to do so much more, and I'm beyond excited. Well, everybody, cheers to 2022. Put that behind you. Cheers to 2023. It's going to be here before you even know it. And as always, guys, comment, like, subscribe. Keep doing that fun stuff. Keep doing you. Stay motivated. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and peace. And Happy New Year.